As a parent, you know life insurance is important, okay? That's why I F with Fabric. Fabric was designed by parents for parents to help you get a high-quality, surprisingly affordable term life insurance policy in less than 10 minutes, okay? You can be offered coverage instantly with no health exam required. Now, that's just lit. Protect your family today with Fabric by Gerber Life. Apply today in just 10 minutes at meetfabric.com/dudes. That's meetfabric.com/dudes, MEET, fabric.com/dudes, because you never know what can happen. Life is crazy, okay? Policies issued by Western Southern Life Assurance Company, not available in certain states. Price is subject to underwriting and health questions.
Dudes behind the foods. Yo, it's the dudes behind the foods. Dudes behind the foods. Yeah, it's the dudes behind the foods. That's actually really fucking good.
These they crack, dude.
That was, I've never been able to.
No?
I can't crack this way.
I don't know. Here's the thing, man.
You're a cartoon character, dude. That was some cartoon character shit.
I don't know if you guys caught that or not, but I did this.
Do you know that if you punched him in the head, little birds
and a lump goes.
What he's sick, he has a fucking thermometer in his mouth and a little cold bag.
Oh my gosh. And then when David takes his top off, I go, auga.
Steam comes out.
Man, I'm just a rickety, crickety boy, man.
Who framed Roger Rabbit in real life, dude?
A classic, first of all. I was gonna say the other day, bro, like the back of my knee was just sore, right? And I ain't been doing shit, right? And I texted Rick, I was like, bro, my knee is sore for no reason. Is this old people shit? He was like, yep. He was like, now you gotta stretch when you wake up and stretch before sleep when you ain't even doing shit. I'm like, what is this? This is so stupid.
It's like you become a certain age where your body just breaks down doing shit that it was made to do. And that's like the annoying part. I put up this clip of Dick Van Dyke. He's like 98 years old.
Yeah.
And bro, he sat, people didn't even catch this shit. But he just got in the frame and he sat down on the couch. And I was like, how the fuck did he do that with no grunt, no hand support?
That is, Hollywood shit. He's probably drinking smoothies with fetuses, you know?
When I sit down, I grunt.
I grunt as well. My parents, my couch at the house is so soft, they can't get up when they sit on my couch at my house.
It's a very comfortable couch.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, Ashley's Furniture. Check it out. The old people. Oh, making noise. I started making a noise when I pick up Veda now, and I don't know when this happened, but I pick her up. I go, "Ayah, fucking Asian as fuck," and I'm like, I've never said this before in my life.
You got age, dude.
Oh my God.
You're that age.
When did that happen?
My knees are all fucked up too. So it just is what it is, man. To be honest with you, I really thought about this. Like, if let's say some shit's going down in the street and everybody has to run away from this threat, I'm gonna die. Because I gotta warm up before I run. Because my knees are so fucked up from sports. So it's like, if something's chasing me, I just gotta lay down and take it.
No, your adrenaline's gonna kick in. And then you're gonna
fix my knees.
You're gonna sprint to a corner and then do a nice little yoga stretch, and then, dude, when the zombie apocalypse happens, your second nature's gonna kick in. All your fucking kickboxing shit's gonna kick in, and then you're gonna save the planet from zombie apocalypse.
I'll tell you this, right? Kickboxing is not the first thing that I think about when fights happen. I scream and I run. It is my first form of self-defense. And anybody out there that loves, I love watching street fights on Twitter. It's like my shit.
Yeah.
But I think about that shit. I'm like, dude, that's fucking scary, dude.
It's definitely scary.
Like they look like they're almost dead. It's like, how can you do that to somebody?
It's hard to watch, like, it happened to people, and it's hard to watch like people do it because it's like, man, I don't know if I was in that situation, if I would go as hard as some of these people do, because they really they be trying to fucking kill people.
Yeah.
I had one of my boys. Well, I knew somebody that posted that he was like really going hardcore, learning self-defense because of like the Asian attacks that were happening, a couple years ago. And he was really going hard with the training and learning and shit. I'm like, bruh, I just got a gun.
Exactly.
I'm like,
That's the best way.
I'm like, you really putting in a lot of time and effort right now, dog.
He's like, I'm sorry. I just had this funny flash of this one doing pull-ups, getting jacked, right? He's hitting this bag, and then he's walking down the street, and a guy goes, "Hey, Gook, I've been waiting." He just shoots him in the stomach. And the guy, he dies. Oh, the training was for no reason.
That's what be in my head, man. I'm like, I'ma just shoot.
That martial arts stuff might work if it's played, like if there's like this agreement on like fair mutual ground, like you're just gonna scrap with each other.
Yeah.
The best thing to do is just not to fight and then walk away.
Yeah, man.
If you can. If you can't walk away, then you got to do something.
This shit's not worth it, bro.
Oh, it's so fucking scary. And look, when we were kids, we would get into fights, but when your baby punches don't do much.
Right.
Like I'll say this. When I moved to this new school, so I got removed from the school for bad behavior and I went to another school. What did they do to the first new kid? They try to punk him, right? Then I had a very punkable face. Thick glasses.
Still do, yeah.
All right? Thick glasses. Thick glasses, chubby as fuck, whatever, whatnot, weird little penis bowl cut. It looks like the tip of a dick.
Yeah, we all had that.
Yeah, and so, I got punked in the very first day in school. I got into a huge fist fight. And that was just so I just wanted to make sure people don't bully me. But one time, I just made a simple your mom joke, your mama joke at this dude at PE, and we were lining up. He says I made a your mama joke, and the whole class laughed.
Yeah.
Well, after school, he jumped me.
What?
He jumped me with 2 other Mexican kids.
What the?
And they fucking took a fucking rock and cracked my head. And blood was coming down. And then I saw my neighbor was my dad's friend.
Okay.
He comes out and he grabs one of the fucking kids and like literally lifts him up with one hand like this. Tells him to get the fuck out of here. And then I just remember I was bleeding and I sat there and the whole fucking day, all I thought about was when I was going to get them back the next day. That's all I could think about.
Yeah.
And so I kind of do understand when people in high school, they start laying hammers on people. But it's like, dude, you're an adult now. You could kill somebody. I was in 3rd grade at the time. So,
right.
So like, no matter what you do, you're probably most likely not going to kill the other kid because you're swinging your hardest and, what's going to happen? They're going to get boo-boos and they're going to get hurt. So the next day I found each of them separately.
Okay.
So there was one kid at the, because I was bigger, so that's why they jumped me.
Yeah.
One kid was at the lunch, and right when the lunch ended, I started fucking wailing on him just out of nowhere. And then the kid was like crying on the floor. And then the other kid, there was 3, but I don't know where the other one went. The other one ran into the bathroom. I chased him into the fucking bathroom. I started beating the shit out of him and I started stomping on his head.
Oh, Lord.
Multiple times. But I say this to say I was a kid.
Yeah.
And nothing much happened to him. Like he had like a few scratches on his face.
Yeah.
But if I did that as an adult, that kid would have been dead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I think about that type of stuff, like people forget, like you could kill somebody that way.
Yeah, man. Shit kind of just changes when you get older. Perspective changes, especially now as an adult with a family. We speak often about how you hear about injustices and shit happening online, and in your head you're like, oh, I would do this and this and that.
Yeah, well.
And in real life, probably you turn the other cheek or be like, hey, it's not worth it. But even more so, man, with a family now, I'm like,
your family's more important.
yeah, I would much rather. Just walk away than risk something getting out of hand and like my little baby's not having a dad, to think about like, if I lost my temper at some bar fight or some shit, and let's say I got stabbed or I was at Tams and got stabbed, because,
Tams, we gotta get over.
Stabbings be happening at Tams. And then fucking, who knows? And then Veda doesn't have, I never see Veda again because of some dumb shit, because my ego, because I lost my temper, because someone took my fucking onion rings. Oh, so silly.
And I'd do that for some onion rings, man.
Lord knows, I mean, Tam's onion rings, yeah, it's worth it, but.
I just don't go to places where there will be trouble, right? Yeah. I just refuse. Like, if some place looks like shady shit,
yeah,
and like, oh, we just gonna kick it here, you are.
Bro, times have changed so much in terms of how brains work, okay? Because back in the day, if I thought it was gonna be some ladies up there, I didn't give a fuck where I was at. I was pulling up and I was going to the party, okay? Just recently, me and Rick were heading to some event, and it said LA on the flyer, right? LA could mean so many things.
LA is big.
When you're not familiar with the exact street. We rolled up to this event. First of all, it was a line outside, but it was completely dark outside,
Oh,
right?
hell no, dude.
And we're like, let's get some food. Are you trying to go? He was like, I'm good. I was like, I am also good.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
Fuck that, dude. And it's not even that you're looking for trouble. It's just in those type of events, like shit always fucking happens.
Yeah.
It's just bound to happen that way. And I just don't even, that's why I don't even sometimes like going out to K-Town at night. Because some shit always pops off.
Sometimes you got a bunch of drunk people, you know, hyped up, motherfucking, a lot of adrenaline, a lot of testosterone.
Yeah, and I think I told this story on the podcast too, where I was about to go into this one bar in K-Town, and you know, there was this one dude, a little thugged out kid, he's like an affiliated kid, comes up to me, he goes, "Hey, what's up, man? You David So?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Hey, I'm a big fan. Hey, but don't go inside because some shit's about to pop off." I'm like, "What?" Then, like literally, I'm just at the 7-Eleven next to there, and then a fucking brawl breaks out.
Oh, Lord.
They're fucking jumping and beating the shit out of somebody in there. I'm very fortunate that one of them was a fan.
Guardian angel.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, I'm a big fan, but don't go inside. Some shit's about to pop off."
That was the Lord speaking through that boy. You know?
Crazy. And guess what? That shit was bad. I heard some people got stabbed.
Would you like to try a Pepsi Zero Sugar with mango?
Oh, I love zero sugar stuff.
I didn't know. Well, first of all, the Zero Sugar developments have,
Put your filthy hand on the rim, you sick boy. And I'm going to risk it anyways.
these are freshly washed hands, okay?
Okay, it better be goody.
And
Talk about that fly-ass jacket,
well,
too.
real quick, we're going to take a little moment to discuss the Care Bears Goody collaboration that dropped a couple weeks ago at this point, goodybrand.com. This is one of our Lettermans. On the back, we have a caring bear,
Fantastic. Very good.
which is a flip of a bathing ape. That was my idea. I'm very proud of that. So check it out, goodybrand.com. We got this in 2 different colors, as well as many sweaters and t-shirts and hats. This is also a special venture from Pepsi, Zero Sugar, mango flavor. How is your mango flavored Pepsi?
I'm not gonna lie, it's actually pretty fucking good.
That's great.
That's actually pretty fucking good.
I didn't even know they did this. There was like a summer where people were putting, it was a Pepsi with lime that was out, which was really good. And my drink for a bit, when I was trying to figure out what my drink is, you know, when you're young and you fucking, and you're sick of just ordering Jack and Cokes all the time because you don't know what to order, I started ordering Malibu and Coke with a little lime, and that was my shit for like a summer.
Mine was a Jack and Coke.
That's what I just was talking about, yeah.
Oh, you said Malibu and Coke.
No. I said when you get sick of ordering Jack and Coke, because it's all you order. 'Cause, you know, when you're
okay.
young and you don't know what to order, you just always order Jack and Coke.
Okay,
You know.
yeah, that was my thing. It was Jack and Coke, or it was a vodka cran because I like the juice.
Yes, bro. When you're fucking young, first of all, when you first start drinking, and at first it's like you're just trying to get fucked up, right? So I don't know about you, but when I first turned 21, everybody was just ordering Adios, or some people call them AMFs, Adios motherfuckers. It's
Delicious, by the way.
blue, and it's a bunch of shit in there. It'll get you fucked up, right? And then after a while, you're like, I don't know if I want to get fucked up like this all the time.
Give me an Incredible Hulk, please.
Oh, God. And then you start doing the Jack and Cokes, vodka cran, fucking, I don't know, what else was an easy mix?
Whiskey ginger.
Yes. Oh, I still get down.
That's still like that's my current go-to right
That's
now.
still great, yeah. And bro, and speaking of Incredible Hulks, man, I actually had a little Incredible Hulk renaissance in my later like years because, you know, growing up as a, ooh, Lord, you should have did that into the mic, dog. That was a good one.
Cartoon burps, man.
You see, like you see your tummy do it, rippling.
That's what I get hungry. I just ate. Did you, David? You ain't got a lot of kick it, bro. You hungry as fuck.
The mic definitely picked up your burp.
Thank God.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, growing up in the early 2000s, you know, every rapper was talking about Incredible Hulks, right? And for those of you who are not familiar, that is Hypnotic, the blue drink, and Hennessy. And when you mix it together, it becomes green, a darkish green, like the Incredible Hulk. And when we would be at house parties, man, I think we just didn't know how to finesse shit because they were always disgusting. I think we would try to do like a half and half situation, and it was just so gross, and you get very fucked up.
It's just 2 alcohol smashed into one.
Right, and smashed, Hulk smash. And it was never good. Pero when I got older, and I was like, oh shit, I'm actually a grown ass man. I can buy alcohol, whatever I want. I started, like, I would have a bottle of Hennessy all the time just at the house. And one day I was like, I saw the fucking Hypnotic. I was like, let me see what's up. And I was just playing with the proportions a little bit. I think I would do a little more Hypno than Henny. And so it was actually sweeter and also more green. Pretty tasty. Not gonna lie, you know?
There was definitely that period too where I'm not sure if y'all were young. I used to hate alcohol. I used to do a whole stand-up bit of how fucking trash like alcohol is.
Yeah.
And people used to love that bit. And then I stopped doing it because I drink so much now.
Look at you.
What the fuck happened, dude? And I've been on like this wine tip lately. I'd be fucking straight up biblical shit, just drinking wine all the time.
I always am in the mood for red wine when I watch Game of Thrones. Whenever I see fucking Tyrion Lannister downing wine, I'm like, that shit looks good.
The way, like, my lords, any one of those type of shows, the way they drink wine makes it look so good.
Yeah, bro. You just want to fucking take a big ass bite of some rotisserie animal and then just chug some red wine and let it like drip down your chin with some animal grease and some wine.
Yeah. Let us eat, drink, fucking be merry. I love it, my lord.
I want the fat of some swine dripping down me lip and some lips of a swine around me cock.
That is actually the number 3, my lord.
That's the number 3 combo, my lord. Would you like some potatos?
Number 3 combo for me little lord over here.
Wait, for me mini lord over here. Would you like some potatos with that, my lord?
Perfect.
Man, oh shit, that reminds me. I wanted to do a Game of Thrones skit with you. Fuck, I gotta put that on the list.
They have heard so many skit ideas here. In what time will we do this? In between when we go out and we shoot our Send Foods, the podcast, everything else you're doing with 2 kids? When?
Well, at this point, even shooting When Foodie Calls can be a struggle, you know, because I gotta get the nanny and I gotta coordinate everything, and I try not to film too much because we got the 2 babies. But I feel like one of these months, here's what I'm trying to do mentally. When I'm not shooting a foodie episode with you, I'm trying to knock out a sketch at least once a month. I feel like that's doable, you know? So,
a lot of people want me to just do a separate like food account thing. And I gotta tell you, man, like, I understand. I really, really, really like food. And I feel like I've eaten at so many restaurants and I just sit and delve talking about food all day. I could probably do it really well. But to be honest with you, like food content is so saturated. And like the food content I already create now, it's already fun.
Yeah.
So to add another thing on top of that, it's like, this is too much food for me. Like we already have this podcast. We do our food. I don't need to do another one. Like it's like, and also too, I don't want to do stuff that people are already doing. Like, what am I going to do that's any different? You know what I mean?
You're gonna do show the celery, drop it, show it chopped into a million pieces, have the fucking potatoes, drop them, show them chopped up.
Everybody doesn't say, minus like Rick. Like Rick has been doing his own type of
Yachts Rick. Yeah.
His is just different. I'm like, damn, he found such a good lane that mixes what he already does well with food.
With his sexy ass voice too.
He got a sexy ass voice. You heard? I can't say that phrase very nicely.
New York Asians, you heard?
Yeah, there you go. It's like that. You heard?
Yeah, good thing I got this sore throat right now. You feel me? Yo, we out here right now. You watching dudes behind the foods. You heard?
That's very good.
Pause. We finna pause and take a break. We'll be right back. Head ass. Bye. Look, y'all, I am a parent of 2 beautiful babies, and as a parent, your top priority is always your children's well-being, okay? You want to give them everything they need to grow and thrive, both now and in the future. That's why you need life insurance, okay? With term life insurance from Fabric by Gerber Life, help protect your family so their future is secure no matter what happens. Lord knows we don't know what can happen. I could be walking out of the studio right now, and a bald eagle could be drunk off drugs and plunge to the earth, and his beak could go through my brain and kill me, okay? I don't want to leave my babies with nothing. Fabric was designed by parents for parents to help you get a high quality, surprisingly affordable term life insurance policy in less than 10 minutes, okay? Like I said, it takes less than 10 minutes to apply, see your quote, and then personalize your quote to fit your family's needs. You could be offered coverage instantly with no health exam required. Fabric has a 30-day money-back guarantee, and you can cancel at any time. Protect your family today with Fabric by Gerber Life. Apply today in just 10 minutes, like I said, at meetfabric.com/dudes. That's meetfabric.com/dudes. MEET fabric.com/dudes. Policies issued by Western Southern Life Insurance Company, not available in certain states. Prices subject to underwriting and health questions.
Your deep voice is actually very, very nice.
Oh, my sick deep voice?
I bet you girls like that shit though.
Not gonna lie. When I'm like, you know, in my single days, of course, when I would be sick, waking up in the morning was my favorite time. Excuse me.
Perfect.
My favorite time to like talk on the phone, because I used to love. Yeah, I would definitely lean. I feel like there's a sexy. I even like when girls have sick voices, bro. That raspy. Whenever girls are like, "Oh my God, I sound like a man right now." I'm like, girl.
Ooh, Phoebe Buffet with the cold.
Oh, yeah, smelly cat. Yeah, bro. I always thought that shit was sexy, man. And girls are always like, no, please, I sound like a man. Oh my God, stop. I'm like, girl.
It's like, girl, you know what fucking that tranny stuff is like. Wait, tranny is offensive. I'm sorry.
That's offensive.
It is, huh?
Yeah.
When did that become offensive?
It's been.
Has it been? Damn, I'm
Apparently.
fucking late, dude. I apologize.
But we didn't.
That transsexual stuff.
Transgender, transsexuals dated as well.
Is it? God damn it! I'm so old.
You say transgender instead of transsexual. Transsexual is like an old, I guess it's an old term.
Oh, for real?
I guess it's like saying Oriental. You feel me?
Tight.
I didn't know that tranny was offensive.
Damn, we're learning new things, huh?
Yeah, hey man, that's what we're here. That's what the conversation's about, you know. I didn't know that tranny was offensive until I said it in a tweet, and someone was like, "Yo, Tim, that's like an offensive term." I was like, "Oh shit, I had no idea," you know. This was years ago though, but
I'm trying to remember if people. I guess that people did say that in an offensive way. Damn, I just don't really think about it like that. Cool. Well, I've learned. Thank you for saving me to get my ass beat.
there you go. Well, there you go. You know, that's why we have conversations. I actually I filmed a few episodes of this Nick Cannon show called Council Culture instead of cancel culture. And it's all about being able to have a conversation without the fear of getting canceled, you know? It got picked up for like 10 episodes. That'll be dropping on Prime if you want to check that out in a couple months. Cool little concept. We talk about all types of shit from like, you know, mental health to we talk about his many, many babies and all types of shit. So check it out, guys.
Council culture. That's actually a pretty good play on words. It's kind of weird where I feel like now, like if you fucked up on something, right? There are certain things that are blatantly wrong. And some things where you do what you do and they do what they do. The weird thing is like, if you find something offensive, I don't think you screaming at somebody for them not knowing is going to help anything else at all. Just be like, I kind of don't like it. Can you just like not in front of me?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the way that it used to be. Like you could do it in your own private however you want, but in front of me, just kind of chill with them.
Well, that's what's funny, right? Now it's like, I feel like now instead of, it's not even things that are offensive. Now you can't even disagree with anybody about anything without it turning into argument.
Yeah. It's like, well, I don't give a fuck if it just offends you, all right? Suck my dick.
Now something as small as like, you know, fucking, I don't know, putting too much like salt in your fries will turn into a whole religious debate on Twitter.
That's fine. There was this funny ass clip that was going around, and I thought it was. When I first watched it, I was cracking up because I thought it was like the funniest sketch, and it wasn't a sketch. It was. I only found out it wasn't a sketch because I sent it to my friend. He goes, "Dude, the world's going to shit." And I'm like, "Dog, what are you fucking telling me? That's fucking hilarious." He goes, "David, it's not a sketch. It's real life." And I watched it. I was like, "No, wait, this has to be a sketch." But it was these people like in like this. I don't know what it is, like this weird political group or whatever, and they were just going before they had to speak. They're like, "Heard." And I just want to say I have auditory, like,
yes.
So I thought that was a sketch.
I saw that as well. And it was, you could even tell the speaker was like getting irritated.
Yeah.
She was like, all right, guys, well, we only have 10 minutes left. Can we please move this along? And everybody was like, you know, You know, for all the comrades,
Some communist shit. Yeah.
yeah, for all the comrades here, I'm very triggered by like what was it? Too much noise.
like auditory.
I have auditory sensory. Can anyone just keep the murmurs, keep the talking down to a minimum? And everyone's like, they couldn't even get to their fucking topic without everyone like, hey, like complaining about something.
This is what I suffer with. This is what I suffer with.
It was
I thought it was
crazy.
like the funniest sketch. I only found out 2 weeks later it wasn't a sketch.
It was pretty intense.
And I think only why it was because you introduced me to fucking jury duty.
Yeah.
So I just assumed that this was like a funny ass sketch like that. And then it was some real life shit. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, man.
That's hard to live like that, guys.
Hey, well, let's just be glad that, you know, you and me can have a conversation here with each other and that we're friends and we understand each other. But I do want to take this second to say that I don't like the sound of your voice.
Oh.
Every time I come in here, it does trigger something in me. It makes me want to throw up.
Okay.
I don't like it.
It reminds him of a Tina Park.
Your face reminds me of Tina Park. So
Why are you crying, Tim? Fucking relax, okay?
So I don't like that you yell at me and that you make me horny with your face. So could you just change that, please?
Were you a very good kisser from the jump? I'm so curious now.
That's such a funny question. So no, I was not a good kisser from the jump because let me tell you, I'm so good now. I became a great kisser.
After many bouts with syphilis, I am so good.
Hey, I'm actually surprised I didn't get like mono or something in my younger life because I really liked kissing. Like I used to have like friends that like, yo, we would like when we were drunk, we would just make out. I was definitely someone in the club where I felt like if I was dancing, we were making a lot of eye contact, we would just end up making out, like that type of shit, right? I just like kissing, right? In the beginning though, the Lord created everything. And then on the 8th day, he said, Tim, put your tongue in Tina Park's mouth and move it around a bit. I literally, dog, first time I made out with Tina, I think I've told this story before. First time I had any type of tongue kissing, yeah, I was literally like tongue in the mouth and it was just swirling it rapidly swirling. Luckily, we did a whole lot of just experimenting with each other. I think that's kind of maybe where I learned how to develop and get better. Is that like that year relationship when I was like 15, where it started off as just tongue stabbing and swirling, maybe finessed it a little more as time went on.
Kissing, I felt like before you had your first kiss was the most nerve-wracking thing ever.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to be terrible at it.
I know.
I was like, how do I fucking do this? And just because necessary things feel good for you doesn't mean it's good for them.
That's the fucking thing too, bro.
Yeah,
Because
man.
people are so different. Tangent, side story. So I will tell you this. It's so crazy how different people are, even when you're young, because when I was making out with Valerie in high school, we loved kissing each other, right? Like where we were like kissing too much and she was like, I'm trying to get to know you, not just your lips, like shit like that, right? But it was great.
Get to know this dick then.
But no, chill.
Please, consensual.
Valerie's a nice girl. But when I went on a date with Lavina and we made out and we never kicked it after that, come to find out through a mutual homegirl, she said my kissing was too wet.
She didn't like all that shit.
She said it was too sloppy, but Valerie liked it. But Lavina said it was too sloppy and I never understood why she never wanted to hang out again.
She should have just been like, I don't like that shit.
Yeah, what the heck?
I feel like everybody went through that though, right? Very first girl that I had, I was very sloppy, a lot of tongue everywhere.
Yeah.
And then another girl that I was with very much, she was like, I don't really like all that stuff. I was like, what? I thought she liked it. But I was like, okay, so maybe we should pull back a little bit. So you find like this interesting medium where it's just enough. And if they want more, they'll ask for or whatever, whatnot, right? Like you'll yeah, let me tell you this. Side tangent. I just remember this shit. This is actually like high key, like what's the word? Emasculating.
Okay.
But I was in Vegas this one time, right? And there was with a bunch of friends and their homegirls. I was single at the time. But there was this period of my life where I just didn't want to talk to girls, nothing like that. I just wanted to kick it, have fun, focus on stand-up, and do comedy only. And so we were in Vegas, and there was this girl. Now, mind you, she was cute, but not my type of cute, because she was kind of hood.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like hood-ass girls. They scare the fuck out of me, right? They just got this energy about them that scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going to make me get into shit that I don't want to get into.
Like pegging.
Oh, no. Not like that. Like, they're going to talk shit to somebody, expect me to fucking scuffle with them. That type of stuff, right? So we were inside this hotel, and we were all chilling. And, I'm doing my main thing, whatever, whatnot, flirtatious, just joking around about shit. And while I was in Vegas, I hit up a few stand-up comedy clubs or whatever, whatnot. Did a couple of drop-ins or whatever. This one girl thought I was super fucking funny. She was cute, but she just hood as fuck, not my shit.
All right.
And I wasn't picking up on any of her signs. So one day we were all in the hotel.
These signs?
You don't know what is ear cut? She was meant to be like, you don't know what the ear cut? Huh? What the fuck, man? Trying to have the fucking hair? And so she comes up. I remember this one thing that she said to me, and this just goes to show how ghetto she was and how aggressive she was. But I didn't pick up on her subtleties. So we're kicking it, and then she's laying down on the couch, and everybody's joking, having a good time. People are high, people are drunk. I was drunk, she was drunk. She looks at me, she goes, so you look really, really nice to cuddle with.
Oh.
And she just says that, right? She goes, I bet you're a good kisser. And I'm like, I'm all right. And I just walked away.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't know, I wasn't thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was just having a good time. And then later on that night, right, we're people are all gambling or whatever. Some people are drinking, getting more drinks. I'm sitting there, and then she's acting all mean towards me, and I don't know why. And it's because I fucking dissed her
You
early.
rejected her, dog.
I didn't know. And so, but this is what she says to me, right? And I'm going to say this. Okay, I'm not going to say the word. But she calls me the F word.
Ah, yes.
She goes, I didn't know you were a little.
Yeah.
I'm like, excuse? I was like, what? She's like, nah, it's all good, whatever. And then she kind of walked out. I was like, yo, what the fuck is with her? I was like, bro, she said she wanted to fuck, and then you just walked away from her. I'm like, I had no idea. And she called me the F word. And it stuck with me for quite a while.
So I have the exact same story, but not with a hood girl, with a I guess you could say a valley-ish, not a hood girl, right? And it was a situation where I picked this girl up from a party because she was drunk, and she asked me if she could crash. And normally I would have been like, oh, sweet. I might get some ass, right? But I had literally just jerked off, like literally right after she hit me up to pick her up.
Oh, you got no energy for that.
Yeah, right before she hit me, I had just busted my nut. She was like, "Can you pick me up?" I'm like, "I'm at this place. It's like close to your house." I'm like, "All right, cool." Picked her up. I'm like, "Let's just fucking cuddle, right?" And she was really trying to smash. She was really trying to get it in, and I'm like, I just jerked off. Like, I just don't have the energy, right? And she gets increasingly pissed off, and she's like, same shit. She's like, "Oh, I didn't know you were a F word," and I was like,
damn.
and I was like, God, fine, Nick. Suck my dick then. All right, give me some head and let's do it. Fine. Because I was like, how dare you?
How dare you? When that girl called me that shit, I was fucking pissed. I was like, for what? And then my friend explained to me, I'm like, oh, but that's also not my responsibility.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And plus, too, to be honest with you, I'm a very funny guy, right? Especially around, I'm like charming in that type of way.
Yeah.
I never immediately thought that led to a girl wanting to have sex with me, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I have a lot of friends who are girls, and I've never made moves on them before. So for her to just out of nowhere do that, I think it took me, I'm not thinking that. That doesn't happen that way for me. You know what I'm saying? Usually it's me having to go after a girl, make them laugh, do all these other things. I didn't think that her watching me do stand-up and make people laugh was gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck.
I told you on a previous episode, man, jokes will get the panties wet as well, bro. I kind of have the opposite way of going about things than you, where Rick would always roll his eyes and make fun of me for this, where I would take every interaction as, oh, she wants to fuck. Literally, your boy was reading between all the lines. When I was out there hoeing, doing my thing, like meeting different people, I'd be like, hey, Rick, man, did you hear how she said thank you right now? I think she's down, dog.
Not me, bro. Not me. On occasion, that was the only one time. There's probably multiple other times I can't think of right now, but that one, when we were talking about this, sparked that fucking memory.
Yeah.
But I remember her calling me a fagot, right? Shit made me so fucking mad. I was like, hey, if you want, I'll fuck right now.
Yeah. Well, you know, when you know, back in the day, when you would say that to your boys, it was all in jest. You know, you're joking around. When a girl calls you that,
Trying to hurt your feelings.
they're really trying to like just attack you.
Yeah.
You know.
Also, too, you had ugly eyebrows.
Whoa, bro.
I said it. They were so thin and so angry looking.
My friend dated this girl for so
And
long.
she said the N-word a lot.
Oh.
I did not like it.
Yeah. Guess what? And her tattoos were ugly.
Yeah, in your face. I will say your name, but I'm scared of you. I'm so scared of you.
I had a homie who dated this girl. Her eyebrows were so trash. And they always bothered me.
She falls asleep and you guys draw better eyebrows on her.
So me and Chia would always be like, God, her eyebrows. Oh. And look, as, you know, I feel like a long time ago, guys never paid attention to that shit. But it became such a common thing, you know.
When it got memed around, that's all you noticed.
And just with the growing popularity of makeup videos and eyebrow shit, I became very just aware of like, oh, that girl has nice eyebrows, right? So this girl's eyebrows, the way she just plucked them and did them, they just were not aesthetically pleasing, right? And so when they finally broke up, I was like, dude, I can finally get this off my chest. Her eyebrows were trash.
We're back together, Tim. We just made up and I just proposed to her.
Yo, I have such a bad habit of that too.
So do I.
I'm like quick to be like, good, bro, fuck that bitch. She was ugly anyways. And then the next day, yeah, I got back with, I'm like, oh.
April Fools, bro. It's September, Tim.
I'm just trying to be a supportive homie.
Yeah, that's all that it is. But sometimes that's the hard part when there's like a homie that you have and they get together with somebody that's so trash. It's hard because you're like, you're gonna be around this person forever. I made my best friend's ex-girlfriend, I told you that, where I made her cry because she was being such a fucking asshole.
Ah, yes.
And it was like, dog, and I literally told her, hey, just to let you know, I was here before you, and I'm gonna be here for a very long time. So we gotta learn how to get along. Yeah. So it's like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna keep coming with this fucking terrible ass energy? Like, I'm gonna be like, when you guys have kids, I'm uncle. Yeah. So, and I'm a great person.
You are a great person.
Fix your shit.
We're gonna call that lady and see how she's doing, and we'll be right back.
Let's count down and send a wish out through the air. Just do that Care Bears countdown. Just when you need them, they'll be there. Don't be afraid when clouds are brewing in your heart. If you can dream, just send a wish out in the dark and do that Care Bears countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Has Rick ever had a girl that he was with that you hated?
No, actually. You know, Rick hasn't been in a whole lot of relationships, just like a couple substantial ones. And then, you know, we partook in like our whole stages as kind of like the same time. But it's always been good vibes.
I never really hoed, Tim. I never partook in the hoish things.
And you know, hey man, sucks. Sucks for you, man.
I never like. I feel when people talk about their hoe stages, right?
Yeah.
Their numbers are substantially larger than mine.
Look,
And so my hoe phase was actually just normal dating. It was just normal dating.
that's fine. Oh, okay. Also, okay, I want to say this. I to an extent will preach that everybody will like. I always say a hoe stage is important in life, okay? So you can get certain things out of your system. But a hoe stage, when I speak on that, doesn't necessarily mean you're fucking new people like every week or anything. You know, it means if anything, you are having fun without worrying about feelings and relationships. And if you want to casually hook up, then you casually hook up. Whether that means every night or whether that means every 6 months. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's more about just taking the time to enjoy yourself without worrying about all the bullshit that comes with relationships. Okay.
One time there was a girl who made me feel really, really bad because because I grew up in such a Christian household, there was a period too, even when obviously it's the same, right? But if I hooked up with a girl that I didn't have the intentions of being with, I felt guilty, right?
Yeah.
So in order for me to it's a weird psychological thing that you have to do religiously to make it feel like it's okay. So I would, let's say, I don't know, I'm in town for something, right? Like a show or whatever, right? And there's a girl that I wanted to hook up with.
Yeah.
But the lead up to that would be us having great conversations through DMs. Like we would go out, we would have fun. And it would almost be somewhat couple, even though you're just going to smash, right? And then I remember afterwards, she was really cool. And then we hooked up and then, it kind of fizzled out a little bit. I went back to this college and she was already graduated, but we just met up real quick and she was like, I'll be honest with you. And she had a boyfriend now, whatnot. I was still single. And we slept together again. No, I didn't. But she was like, I'll be honest with you, I was a little upset at you. I'm like, why? I was like, because I know you were just coming up to hook up or whatever. She goes, but most people when they sleep around, you made me feel really special. Right? But that was the reason why I would do that is because it's better sex that way too. It's it just makes it more attractive. But she's like, yeah, well, guys, when they fuck around, they don't, you would just have a way with your words that you made me feel really special.
You led her on.
I wasn't though.
You asshole.
But I did really enjoy the conversations or whatever. But I thought it was with the same intent that she knew that it was just a hookup and then we were just kind of split ways. But I think that the way that I would have conversations and stuff, it was just a little more intense than it should have been.
That's got to be a part of the understanding, man. For all my young hoes out there, you got to be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? Because people can get really thrown off. I used to be so aware of that when I was just hooking up, right? And mind you, I mentioned earlier that I love kissing, right? And I know that when I kiss, it can get pretty passionate, right? And kissing can feel very intimate.
Yeah.
So I would warn some of the casual hookups. I'm like, hey, just so you know, I'm gonna kiss you like I love you, but it's just fucking. We're just smashing. That's all it is. I know this kissing will get very intense, but it is what it is, right? Because I was trying to avoid anybody feeling
no confusion type of thing.
Yeah. And look at you. You broke her heart with your sweetheart and your sweet D.
But let's just be real too, though, right? She on a physical level, she was way out of my league. So I'm not thinking that I'm somebody she was going to think about like that, right?
There's no such thing as leagues, David, so.
Let me tell you saw what I used to look like.
Well, don't you know that when a girl that's beautiful like that is hooking up with you, it means she wants to be your girlfriend, dude.
She saw it through all the layers. She really fucking had to see through all those fucking layers, man. Really cool person, but guess what? That guy that she was with at that time, she's married to him.
Well, look at that.
Yeah, fantastic.
Well, good thing you told her, hey, bitch, I was just going through the motions.
Yeah, well, I thought she was too. I didn't know. And how would it have worked out? She lived so far away.
Hey, Chia lived in Canada.
Oh, well, you're not making this any good case for me.
I will tell you this, though, even in my times of just casually hooking up a lot, I never felt the need to be rude to anyone. You know what I'm saying? Yes, a lot of them were quote unquote one night stands, but it was never when you watch TV and movies and stuff, it's always all right, well, get out. You know what I'm saying? It's a very I feel
very cold.
Yeah, very cold situation. I don't think anybody that I've casually hooked up with felt a negative way towards me. You know what I'm saying? I even remember this one situation after a show in Orlando. This girl had left her earrings at the hotel, and she
Cinderella.
Oh, I know, right?
Okay.
She and then the next day they turned into licorice. I was like, oh my God.
The next day she turned into one of the maids at the hotel.
Yeah. She fucking, her hair tie fell off and she went boom, 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 boom.
Housekeeping.
Which also I think would have been hot.
That is actually pretty fucking hot, dude.
But yeah, we had hooked up, and then, you know, I think when we both kind of thought, oh, we'll never probably see each other again, she texted me. She was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry to text you. Like, I left, those were like my grandma. My grandma left me those earrings. You know, I'm sorry if this is weird. Can you like, and I ended up shipping them to her, you know, and she's like, oh my God, thank you so much. I'm like, dude, it's okay. It's not like we have to be fucking like enemies now that, you know, we've hooked up once, you know, like, yeah, cool, I'll send you the earrings, you know?
That's so funny because I threw them in the trash.
Yeah, I wanted to forget about them or else I would have thought about you forever.
Did you ever get nervous before you would hook up with somebody? Because I also have high anxiety. So I'm always thinking like, okay, whatever that last person liked, this person's not gonna like. What are they gonna like? I would freak the fuck out. So I would always have to get kind of drunk.
Honestly, man, I mean, the glory, I mean, the beauty of that stage of my life is that you just kind of feel like you get to be selfish, you know?
Mm-mm.
It's almost like you feel like everybody understands it is what it is. And also I was pretty drunk a lot of the time too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like anybody is worried about long term, like, shit, like I was really bad during that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I probably left some women with some like trash D experience for sure. And some really good D experiences. But also there was probably nights where, you know, maybe I was too drunk and I fucking softened up. I'm 100% sure that happened.
This is what I want to ask you.
Yeah.
I wonder if you ever felt this, right?
Yeah.
Like I remember when I used to always get this. I'm not sure if it's because we're a little more perceptive about this or something happens, but whenever you would end up in a serious relationship, it always felt that women would want you more.
Oh, yes.
Right? I don't know if that's like something that I'm thinking, but it would always happen that way, right?
Yeah.
Like there was a girl that I was with before Mariel, and I remember I went out to do a show. So we just decided to make it serious or whatnot, and I went out to go do a show. And it was just a little different. I don't know if it's because when you're with somebody, you don't try as hard, and then you're just like the charm is just there with nothing attached. But it was very odd. So I was at this bar. So what would happen was after a certain age, like, you know, you meet like college girls where our age gap gets bigger and bigger. So they're not really attractive to me anymore.
Yeah,
so I'm like, hey, can you drop me off at a bar or something like that? And then I would just start chopping it up with somebody, and then it was just instant. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that would never happen that way.
Oh, instant what? She was
like,
trying
to smash or whatnot. Because, you know, I guess we're joking, we're chopping it up or whatever.
Yes.
And maybe it's because my conversation is a lot more relaxed because I don't have any ulterior motive.
Yes.
Or something would happen that way. Did you ever feel like that too?
I think that's kind of like a known thing, you know? People want what they can't have, you know? Forbidden fruit.
Forbidden
fruit. It's forbidden. And
that girl would call me a fruit, though. And that was her forbidden fruit.
And that's just what it is. And maybe there's something to like us being, you know, nice guys. Maybe this girl always thought she would have you in her back pocket as an option. And then once you weren't an option, she was like, oh shit, you know? Oh no, my sweet little David, who I thought would always be around, is taken. And now all of a sudden I'm jealous.
And I will say this, dude. It sounds like every girl I talk to is great. I'm only telling you about the successes. Successes were about 20%, 80% failures, just to let you know. I don't want to talk about the failures. They hurt my feelings.
We've all had failures.
Oh,
it happens.
mine were a lot.
You know, and that's the thing. You know, remember how I told you Rick would make fun of me because I felt like everybody was always trying to smash? They weren't always trying to smash. I was wrong a lot of times as well.
You're under arrest. Yeah. Yeah, but you want to put them cuffs on me. Hey, Ray, you hear how she said I'm under arrest?
You see how tight these cuffs are? No, oh, she trying to cuff me.
Sir, you're about to be in big trouble. I bet I fucking am. Hey, I bet you want this dick. Yeah.
You see how I'm bleeding right now? No. She wants my heart. I don't know.
Red for passion.
Speaking of dating, I have something I really want to play for you. I don't know if you saw this Gina Darling tweet. She quote retweeted. Oh, amazing. So you and I have never dealt with online apps, dating apps.
Yes.
Okay. So now, bro, you can send voice notes, all types of shit, right?
Oh.
So Gina Darling quote retweeted this tweet the other day of this girl who was like, please stop doing this. Some guy found her on Bumble and then looked her up on Facebook and then started messaging her on Facebook and then started sending voice notes, okay? And when I tell you,
Why am I sweating right now?
let me tell you something, dog. I've been on the internet for a very long time. I love cringy content. I've listened to this like 6 times because nothing has ever made me cringe this hard. So let me start this off for you with his first few text messages, which are already from the jump very cringe.
I'm already like uncomfortable because I know what angle this is gonna take, but I bet you I don't know the severity of it.
It's terrible.
Because
okay?
if it's making you cringe, that's a lot.
All right. So first few DMs on Facebook. Kelsey. K. Shit. Next message. Mayhaps that was a tad overly enthusiastic for a stranger danger message on a sunny Friday morning. Next text. My bad. Let's go with, I can explain? Next text. Fuck yeah, that works. Shrug emoji. Okay? She says, sorry, do I know you? He says, oh, hey, no, we don't know each other. Sincere apologies for the subterfuge. Next message. If you give me the tiniest bit of room, I'd be happy to explain. I reckon that said explanation will bring laughs and smiles. Next message. Please, P.S., not trying to rope you into a pyramid scheme to sell fancy Tupperware, ... yet. She replies, no.
Why are there so many words?
Wait, you just wait. You think that's bad? Just wait. So she replies, with no LOLs, by the way. Explain away. He says, oh God. Next message. I just spent 60 minutes singing to seniors with a mask on in a hot room. Next message. I'm not sure if I'm funny right now. Laugh, cry emoji. That took a lot of energy. Okay, fuck it. I can do this.
Wait, is she saying anything?
All she said was explain away. These are all messages from him, okay? Hold on. So he says, fuck it, I can do this. Here we go. Now I'm gonna play you the first voice note.
Is he
Listen to
a
this.
fucking serial killer?
Check this out.
Hey, Kelsey, how's it going? Don't mind me. I fucking hate texting. I think we're all better without it, so I usually use one of these when I can. Also, I don't know if you've ever seen that Key and Peele skit, but that's how I feel about texting. I could go on. Anyway, I just want you to know right off the bat, I fully accept how fucking weird this is. I'm sorry, but like I said, I think if you give me a second, you'll probably end up laughing. And not that you need my permission, but feel free to just laugh directly at me for being a fucking idiot, for I am surely about to embarrass myself right now. I would also make the argument that embarrassing myself on a microphone is a large part of my job, and I'm quite good at it. So here goes nothing.
Shut up!
And sorry for the delay. I was going to get back to you, but I just got a gig tomorrow, and I'm trying to help them find a musician. Also, I'm not sure if I'm fucking funny anymore. I just spent 60 minutes, like I said, playing guitar and singing to a room full of senior citizens, but the room was stuffy and hot.
What a sweetheart.
I had to do it with a surgical mask on, and I'm not sure if I have any funny or social energy left, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try and
Stop
fake it right
talking.
now. So thank you for your understanding and patience, and here goes nothing. I'm a fucking idiot. Enjoy.
Next one.
So, I was minding my own business last week on Ye Old Bumble, everyone's favorite online dating app. Punch me in the fucking face. Don't get me started on online dating. And I came across your bio, and I let out a very masculine noise. I mean, it was not... Is that a word? I don't know. It's kind of day I'm having, buddy. But it was not... I was like, this chick's made up. My first thought was that my mom paid you to write that bio just to make my day better, and I was curious just to, ask you how much.
How sweet.
But the more I
Dog,
read,
this
I
is-
was like, holy fuck, this person's probably kind of weird. And I just figured I'd say howdy, and that if I talk to myself like an asshole for a couple of minutes, you'd probably feel the same as me. Now, I'm not going to pretend to know the depths of your soul from a couple cursory sentences and some photos, but I am a very good judge of character. I'm a keen study of like personality and psychology. And, I've been...
We're only 2 voice notes in.
I'm really uncomfortable. He's gonna kill her.
I literally,
Go, David, yes? Let me get your thoughts. We're halfway through this here.
he's a serial killer. Second of all, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
he thinks he's a nice guy.
He thinks he's a nice guy. And here's what I don't get. How do you, first of all, send that many text messages with her dry ass reply and then feel like she's gonna love these fucking long ass talk to yourself ass voice notes?
He's doing inner monologue that sitcoms do as he's talking to a woman.
Yeah, bro, the whole shit. And here's what I hate too. The whole like forced, quirky, like very sounds scripted. As I wouldn't be surprised if this shit is written
He
down.
wrote it down.
Yeah,
That's why,
dog.
Hey, so like, I know this might be weird. Weird aside, by the way, broccoli tastes really funny. You know broccoli, right? I mean, broccoli's kind of fuzzy like my head. Anyways, dude, I have broccoli.
Tangent.
Side tangent.
Side tangent. Broccoli's a funny word, huh? Broccoli. Oh. Anyways.
You know when you say words multiple times, it's not so funny as you continue to say it. Wow. I want
right.
to rip the skin off my fucking face.
Oh, just wait, my guy. Here we go.
in the trenches of online dating for a couple of years, so I definitely know how to identify the kind of person. I'm like, if nothing else, the world would be better if we were friends. So hear me out. First of all, I never fucking see that shrug emoji. No one else uses it. It's typed into my phone. If I type
added it in her
shrug
bio.
with 2 G's, it just shows up. Same
Are
thing
you
on my
doing a
laptop.
stand-up
I go, use
set
it in
right
work
now,
emails,
idiot?
fuck it. So right away, I'm like, interesting. I don't get it, though. She's cute. For how pretty she is, she should be boring. Why does she seem kind of strange in a good way? I think you said something about live music. My job is actually live music. I play guitar and sing. I do about 25 shows a month. I know it sounds made up. I feel like I invented the job. It's ridiculous, but I live very comfortably.
Redonkulous.
It's ridiculous. He books 25 shows a month, dude.
Listen, any dude that says redonkulous, fucking run away.
It's ridiculous.
Life is good. I do play at a lot of retirement homes, and it's great for my self-esteem, Kels, as I am a big hit with women over 80. I had my ass grabbed by someone named Ethel last week, and for a second I was pissed and a
still
little
going?
put upon, and I was
How?
like, honestly, I've been working on that, so thank you. I'll take it. But yes, it's just, oh yeah, and just the night before, I'd been talking to one of my best friends in the world, Roxy. Just people that like
The
match you, and they
details.
just write hey. So if someone writes hey, I just write hi. And if someone writes sup, I go, nothing much, you. And like, people that match me and clearly
Oh
haven't read
my
my fucking
God.
bio, folks will match and be like, so what do you do for a living? I'm like,
This better be
come on,
fake.
Chelsea. Like, yeah, you're kind of cute, but I'm pretty damn sweet. Try harder. I don't know. It's just to see someone mention that in a bio, I'm like, thank you. I can see that you feel the same as me. Yeah, if people, I always think that effort should match interest.
Michael
in
Scott
dating.
from The Office.
So if you're curious if someone's interested or not, remember that scene with Justin Long and what's her face in that movie about dating? He's just not that into you. And he's
my
like, if the
God.
guy's interested, he will call, and it's true.
Oh
So
my
I found a line
God.
a couple years ago, and it's like effort will always match interest. It will show you how interested someone is. And like, I'm pretty goddamn sweet, and I am not that lonely, bored.
He's pretty goddamn sweet, goddammit. Oh, whoops, I accidentally started over. Hold on.
I can't listen to that. You better find a
Always
spot.
match interest. It will show you how I'm worth more. Damn it. This is where the Kelly Clarkson song comes in. Yeah, no, your bio is just, there was so much intentional effort put in. And honestly, the more I scroll down in the pics, I'm like, this does not match up. I don't want to sound like an asshole. Like, attractive people can also be interesting and funny, but it's just incredibly rare. I speak for myself because I'd like to consider myself one of those.
All right, we got one more.
Tim, that's not possible. There literally can't be one more.
My armpits are really sweaty.
Oh, I'm lying. There's like 3 more.
He's not real.
Let's go.
I was like 2 minutes into one, and it was awesome and funny, and I was so proud of it. And then someone called me again about a gig this evening, and it's
Oh, he has another gig.
You know that thing where your friends know you're busy or you're on a date or something, and then that's when they decide to call? Jesus
But you're
Christ.
not on a date.
We'll take it as a good sign.
You're on a date with
So
yourself.
I don't know if I'm repeating myself, but yeah, no, your bio was just the fucking bee's knees. I mean, Listen,
It's the bee's knees,
top
dude.
3 in like the hundreds or thousands I've seen. It was just, I don't know. I'm a very good judge of character, and you just seem like my kind of person. And I'm not saying we're star-crossed lovers. I don't know you, and you don't know me. But generally, the bios hurt my brain and make me think that maybe I should just try the other sex or not talk to people anymore.
What is he
And yeah,
doing?
It was,
Stop.
it was ridiculous. I honestly wouldn't even swipe on someone that lived in Brantford, but I meant what I said. Like, I think the world would be a better place if you and I were friends, if nothing else. So I fully accept how strange and unconventional this is.
What are you
I got a
asking
vibe, and I
for?
figured I got to go with it. I was like in a really good mood that day. I don't know. I'm totally winging it. Yeah, a lot of my close friends are women, and everyone, unfortunately, has a couple stories of having to block someone's number, or an ex just won't leave them alone, or going to the cops. Hey, dude, I've had to block a few numbers of crazy people that didn't know they were crazy. So I really, really apologize sincerely if this in any way like triggered that, or it was weird or whatever. Kelsey, that's the furthest thing from my intention. I just wanted to say howdy, and I figured if I talk like an idiot, you'd probably feel like I did after I looked at your bio. So, yeah, I'm trying to put myself in your shoes now. What would I want to know if I was Kelsey? Oh, okay. It's not fair. You've seen mine. Or, sorry, I've seen yours, and you have
He's
not
Canadian.
seen mine. If
He's
you want,
Canadian.
I will screenshot my Bumble bio. I'm quite proud of it. I think it's pretty fucking good. It represents
Canada,
me
handle
well.
your people.
And what else would I want to know if I was you? Gee, I'm like 6 feet tall.
Oh.
Pretty damn handsome. I'd give me like a 7. No, like a 7.5 out of 10 looks wise. I mean, to my knowledge, no one has dated me for my abs or my hair. I'm guessing it's because I'm funny and honest and clearly very humble and go to therapy and emotionally intelligent.
Oh God! Oh!
All right.
He's 5'7" and a 4.
I'm very healthy, and I go to therapy just to let you know I'm better than everybody else because I'm his kid with a scanner square.
All right, home stretch, guys. We only got 2 more. Let's go.
But,
She's in
yeah,
his trunk, by the
I'd
way.
say 7.5, maybe even an 8. I'm feeling really fucking good lately. I got a tan. I'm up to like 80-second side planks. I hate them, but they're and big feet. So you know what that means, baby doll. What else? I feel like I didn't tell you.
Wait. To his credit, he said, you know what that means? Big socks. So he wasn't being dirty, okay? He was being funny. all right?
Enough about the bio too. That shrug emoji was just, if nothing else, the fact that like you look like a Disney princess and you use that, I'm like, fuck it, I gotta talk to her. So I was definitely getting strong Kirsten Bell vibes too, and she's awesome. I don't know if you listen to her husband's podcast, Armchair Expert with Dax Shepard. It's quite the reference, but I have a feeling you might know what that is. One of my favorite episodes, actually. Is it Lauren Graham that plays Lorelai? She was on there. Anyway, I am all over the fucking place, as is my job. But I'm sitting here, a middle-aged guy in his car with the AC on and a SpongeBob shirt, and I would.
He's
call
so
this
quirky.
the logical version of, you know, when like Noah stops Allie in the
You know,
Notebook,
when,
he's like, I have to talk to you when I see something I want. Yes, I just made a Notebook reference.
He's
I
a
don't know.
murderer.
I'm being a total idiot right now. So if nothing else, I figured you'd have a laugh and a smile, and you can fucking
No.
make fun of me to your friends. I don't know. Now you have a solo podcast for a guy that makes like $6,000 a month on a microphone, being an idiot. I'm sorry. I
that
don't
is so
normally bring
corny.
Ew.
That is
created
so
my job out
corny.
of thin air, and like I just submitted my 2022 taxes, and shit's been getting so much better the last few years. So I'm quite proud of it. That
Corny.
wasn't me trying to impress
Corny.
you with money. I've got way more impressive shit than that. Just
$6
slipped
a
out.
month
Hope we can still be
is
friends.
great, but
Anyway,
you're not going to impress anybody with that.
Yeah,
It's a
I'm all
fantastic
over the
thing.
place, but you look like a goddamn Disney princess. The bio completely floored me. I felt like it was written by a friend or something. I just got like strong, like fellow nerd, divergent, super cool, gregarious,
podcast within a
happy person
podcast today, by the way.
vibes. And, yeah. So listen, I'm an open book. You probably figured that out like 6 overshares ago.
Close
if you
that
have
book
any
and burn
questions
it.
for me, please hit me. Don't be shy. If you want, I'll share my bio. I feel like it's unfair that, you know, I've seen yours and you haven't seen mine. I'm quite proud of my bio.
One more. This is the last one. This is the closer right here.
He's talking to her in the
I
trunk.
gotta drive home now because I gotta go sing at a
Bro, this was like,
bar in
okay, here we go.
Mississauga, and I have 4 more gigs this weekend, and it
4
hurts
more
to talk.
gigs.
So I'm sitting here in my car like a jackass, and yeah, I hope that all made some kind of sense. And if nothing else, please take the sincere compliment. I've seen hundreds of shitty bios, probably thousands, and yours was easily top 3. The only reason I'm not giving you number 1 is because then it would seem like I'm lying. But I'm a very genuine, honest person.
Oh,
and,
really? Are you?
Yeah. Actually, on my way home, I'm going to go to the park and feed the ducks. My favorite small couple, Mr. Plump and Mrs. Plumfett, they just had babies a couple weeks ago. So,
you
like, I'll
named
run
ducks.
up and they recognize me and the babies are squeaking. The hierarchy of, like, waterfowl cute babies, it goes swan babies,
Ducks don't
then
squeak, they
ducklings,
quack,
and
idiot.
then goslings. But, yes, I may or may not do that 4 to 7 times a week. I'm a huge animal lover. Dogs are better than cats. Cats suck. Sorry
Oh,
if you have cats, but I'm
negative
sure your
10.
cat is cool. And yeah, take the compliment. Anyway, apologies if this totally intruded on your day, opposite of my intention. And yeah, your bio was fucking awesome. I mean, there's a couple other assets.
Oh my God,
too, but I
Andy!
cannot mention them without sounding like a fuckboy, so I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm sure you've worked very hard to be in the shape you're in, but goddamn, lady. God damn, I would not kick you out of bed for eating crackers. So I figured if you are half as funny as you seem to be and half as cool as I got from that bio, I would say howdy. Yeah, all right. Hope this made you laugh and smile, and you have a fantastical day, Kelsey. Cheers.
Fantastical. I already hate him.
And yeah, for the 80th time.
Get him away. What is her bio?
It's nothing crazy. Hold on.
I like swimming.
She literally says, give me a completed profile and I'll give you more than hey. Likes, iced coffee, weightlifting, reading, bonfires, traveling, hiking, festivals,
Regular.
live music, cooking. Dislikes, extreme cold, joy killers, bigots, mosquitoes, slow walkers, dead animal photos, improperly loaded dishwashers. Oh, she is funny. She has a picture where she's on a hike. It says, I can hold my own in social situations, so you can leave me unattended and I probably won't embarrass you. I get way too excited about freshly baked sourdough, new lift, PRs in the gym, perfect weather days, road trips, good coffee. I find joy in many things. Shrug emoji.
She's regular degular, dude.
I mean, she's cute.
No, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like,
But
I think I lost the will to live, if I'm being totally honest.
So, how do you feel?
everything that I hate. I've never felt so uncomfortable listening to something in my life. And I'm not even saying that for like exaggeration. I'm talking about this tops everything I've ever heard of in my life.
Yes.
And look, I'm not saying, okay, let me just say this, right? Lil Dicky's show is hilarious, right? But that's how Lil Dicky talks in his show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is one of the reasons why I don't like the show so much. But he is doing what Lil Dicky does, but Lil Dicky is doing that for a comedic show.
Yeah.
And he's doing it in real life.
I can't stand the whole, I'm so weird. I'm so, oh man. Oh, you know what? I actually do this. Oh my God. I fucking hate that. I'm such a dork. Oh man, I'm such a nerd. I thought you were a nerd too.
You know what?
I fucking hate that shit.
Like, I'm actually conventionally really attractive, but I don't do conventionally really attractive things. Like, I actually have a 10. Actually, you know what? I'm an 8. You know, but yeah, I'm feeling really good. Mental health? Fuck yeah. It's crazy because, like, I want to hate crime him so bad.
And you don't even know what he is.
I don't even know what he is.
But we probably know what he is.
I want to beat the shit out of him for his own good. You know, like, hey, bro, shut the fuck up.
So
shut the fuck up.
It's funny because, so that tweet went viral. And a lot of people found him on Facebook and found videos of him playing music at the old people's homes and are like, 7.5, yeah, right. Going in on this fool.
These like old people are at like the homes. They're like, I just want to leave this earth now. Please.
Oh, man.
Like, I don't want to judge his looks. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm solely talking about how insane that was. That was the literal definition of fucking insanity.
That was like 10 minutes of voice notes without getting any replies in between. Like, how do you feel comfortable? Like, how do you not read the room from her first initial, like, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Robin, were you turned on?
I wish I was dead. Like, I hated every second of that.
Yeah.
I'm
speechless.
Yeah. I'm horrified. We need to run a background check and like make sure he doesn't murder anybody.
I do want to say this, right? Like, I'm not trying to bully him or anything else, because honestly, I do feel kind of bad for people who can't pick up social cues like that.
Yeah.
He might be highly on the spectrum because that shit is not normal.
I don't know if it's spectrum or just idiot. He's on the high spectrum of lame.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man. He's just a very lamer who...
It kind of sounds like a high-level narcissist, too.
You know what? I think that's one of the detriments of fucking the age of online app dating, right? Is that like, yeah, I think a lot of these messages through text, if he would have sent a couple, and then waited for her reply. Like the whole shit of like, oh, you know what? I'm a 7.5. I'd like to think I'm a 10, but I'm more of a 7.5. Send that as a regular text. That's fine. Doesn't sound as cringy. Or like maybe say one time, I sing to old people. Let her go, aw. Instead of saying it fucking 5 times.
You know why? Because I this is the thing that it reminds me of, right? Like I can guarantee you he doesn't just do that to girls. He does that in his like friend groups or when he meets new people too. He's the guy that cannot stop making jokes
Right.
until somebody laughs. And so he'll just do it over and over. And I'll say this, when I was younger too, right? Like I feel like when you're trying to be a comic, you're always trying to be the funniest person in the fucking room, right? And at an early age, like I think I tried that a lot. And then just really at a certain point, I was like, you know what? Just chill. You know what I mean? Like you're trying too fucking hard. And so I've had people tell me that, right? When I was a teen. Because yeah, I would be funny, but there are some times when you're doing a little too much, right? And they'd be like, hey bro, like we're just trying to chill. At first I would be like annoyed. I'm like, you know what? They're kind of right. Like, what am I trying to be funny all the time for? Like we're just chilling.
When I first met you, that's why I hated you.
Okay, there it is, dude. And guess what? You were the same, all right?
Yeah, probably.
We were the same 2 peas in a fucking goofy ass pod.
And look at us, man. Our stars have aligned. And here we are.
We're just always trying to be too funny or whatever, whatnot, right? But we always had somebody to be like, hey, you know, chill out. And then you're like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys that I feel, and I'll say this, when I first came to LA, there was this dude, I call him Mr. Sweater Vest.
Okay.
Mr. Sweater Vest was just like this. It was this white dude, slick back hair, sweater vest, tight little polo shirt, whatever, whatnot.
Yum.
Trying to just bust jokes every 24-7. And I got so annoyed, and because I also wanted to help him out, because people visibly were getting irritated at this dude. And I think it's because he was in a group full of other comics that he wanted to be fucking funny.
Yeah.
Right? And so I just went up to him. I put my hand on his shoulder. I was like, hey, shut the fuck up. Nobody has laughed at all. You're bombing. And then people are fucking cracking the fuck up.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I had to. Because it was either that or people were just going to get mad and just more angry. And he's like, well, bro, can't take a joke? I was like, that's the problem. You're not funny.
Ooh. You can't give a joke.
Yeah. You can't give a joke because you can't take a joke. You are the joke.
Whoa. But did that guy feed ducks at the park, though?
He did, and that's when I felt bad. Like, after that, and you could tell he was a little butthurt, but I'm hoping from that experience he knew that, dude, you're cool enough as you are. You ain't got to do all this, dog. Yeah. Like, if you're a cool-ass person, which, by the way, I think he was a really nice guy, but then you could tell that every circle that he goes to, he has to try to do that over and over and over, and people get tired of that shit.
Yeah.
It's not.
Somebody commented on her Twitter feed that the same guy messaged them with a screenshot. Would you like me to read the first couple?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, damn. Howdy. Firstly, let me say, I know this is weird.
Oh,
Def
God.
not a serial killer, and he spelled cereal like the breakfast cereal, which is a red flag just because he's stupid. Also, not trying to get you into a pyramid scheme. Same line.
Same joke.
What the fuck?
That shit is
Tupperware.
scripted as hell.
You were right.
Mm-hmm.
It
And
was.
it's roughly the same thing. He continues to say he's quite goofy. He had coffee today.
It is scripted.
He probably has the same spiel he says to every single girl he thinks is cute. And
Has it worked?
maybe it'll get him a first date if he finds another equally awkward another girl who's like, oh my God, I'm just so awkward. I'm sorry.
I feel for him though. I get it, man. But once again, like that happened to me when I was younger. Like you're like in your 30s. And first of all, I was never anything like that, but like a small semblance of it. You know what I mean? That's why like I'm cringing so fucking hard.
Yeah, bro.
He's like, you're bombing for 15 minutes straight. Know that you're bombing.
Yeah.
Make the adjustment, switch your setup. Oh, that was so painful.
I think his main mistake was just firing off
Being
for like
born.
10 to 15 being born. Hey, we're going to leave it at that, guys. Thank you for watching another episode of Dudes Behind the Foods. I apologize for my voice. I'm going to rest up. Hopefully next time I won't sound like Aquafina. And we'll We'll come back to you guys with another episode, all right? Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm Tim Out the Roxy.
David.
Bye.
Bye.
Yo, it's the dude